Well, hello there, if anyone is watching. This is, let's just say, a test bed. This is Trackside Chats number 1. And today's special occurrence today is solar eclipse day. And you might be asking, Joe, where's the tracks? Well, they're right over here, actually. So this is a series I'm calling Trackside Chats number 1, and this series we'll talk, we can watch train. Hopefully we can get something on. But today I turned it on just because of the solar eclipse. And let's see what happens. This is a rare occurrence, and I thought I would try this live stream out. So if anyone pops in, great. If not, then I will sit here and watch the eclipse. I'm not going to look directly at it. I'm just going to watch it get dark. But hopefully we can have a good time. As per usual, we're on the Susquehanna Division. We are currently in Bainbridge at milepost 580 at our stomping grounds of Walnut Ave in Bainbridge. And just in case we get something, I have the stream going. Not sure how often I'll do these. Maybe whenever I get free time, but my schedule's always busy. This week has been one exception because of spring break, and the school gave us today off as well due to the eclipse, and we had a snow day to burn because we didn't really use any of our snow days, so they gave us a couple of days back, and today's one of them. But yeah, random live stream, middle of the afternoon, and we'll see if eclipse or train gets here. Probably eclipse. I'm not sure if there's anything nearby or not. Hey, JB Hunt. Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, some of these schools I've heard around here had half days if they didn't go the full day. But welcome. This is just a test. I'm just testing out the live stream stuff, seeing if I like it, and maybe we'll do this more in the future. But I had one of my teachers drive by a little bit ago, and he had a set of glasses, and the moon is covering up like the bottom right corner. So if it was like this, it's covering this much, and we'll see it fully get dark and cover up, and then it'll be completely dark out here. 90% is what I'm told, so maybe like this. And then should keep on moving. But I hear these eclipses are extremely rare. I think the next one, oh gosh, I don't know, is in another 100 years from now. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. Don't quote me on that. But if you want to talk about railroad stuff, anything railroad related, or just the eclipse, or just life in general, we can do that. And I feel like this is a better way to reach out to the audience in general. Maybe get feedback and just have a nice time. I was not technically home alone. I got my sister, but she's not out and about like I am. I asked her if she wanted to come up, and she said no. So I figured I would just hang out with the people YouTube, I guess, or the social media railfan group. But yeah, so this crossing is very special to me. This is the crossing I have filmed at. Hey XT, I just met your boy Nate down in Unadilla. We just caught 16R not too long ago, but yeah, he was through Unadilla a little after noon, probably around 12:30. But anyways, where was I? This crossing is very special to me. If you watch my Toys for Tots video, you might know why. But this crossing is special because I've been coming to this crossing since I was, oh gosh, I'm in 7th grade, so this is almost year 6 I've been coming to this crossing. But I'm fortunately by myself, but now Evan's back in the hobby. He used to film a lot back in 2016, around 2017, and then then he got out of it for a while because I think he started work. Yeah, about that. I should be starting at the Cooperstown and Charlotte Valley in the summer. So my plan was when I eventually go up towards that area, I'll probably check out Oneonta. I got a couple friends up there that know the territory a lot better than I do, and just look at the territory and probably until Cooperstown Junction and get to know that part of the territory well. But for right now, the farthest north I've been is Wells Bridge at milepost 566, which is approximately 14 miles north of here. The farthest south, technically, I've gone on my own is milepost 605, which is Sanitaria Springs. I don't go to Sanitaria too often. It's a little bit of a drive. It can be. It's not a bad drive. It's just a long drive. By long, I mean like 20, 25 minutes. And sometimes I just don't want to go out that far. And with the teenager having to purchase gas during inflation, that can be a lot. Because right now I do not get a paycheck on a regular basis. Hopefully I can get hired this summer. I do have plans, and so there's a lot of exciting stuff. I'm not going to say what, but there's a lot of stuff planning I think is going to happen this year. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. I will say this, it's not limited to D&H this year. There are some things that we're going to do off the D&H this year. There's some things I know for sure that are going to happen, and there are some things that I am currently working on trying to make happen. But that's a little sneak peek into the future. But yeah, senior in high school, only got a couple more months. After today, I consider myself in the home stretch, if you will. Got a couple more months left. But yeah, thanks for joining the first live stream. I'll stay on until the son of a gun out here gets completely dark. Which it's honestly, as we're continuing, I can see it's getting, maybe I'm nuts, but I think it is getting a tad more darker with every passing second. I don't have my teacher here anymore. I can't look up at the sun right at the moment. You can't point your camera. I'm told you can't point your camera up at the sun because it will ruin the lens. And that's a risk I'm not willing to take. Because, like I said, I don't make much money. I don't make much money a year, which is fine. Until it's not like I got a wife or kids to feed yet, so. And I don't own a house, I gotta worry about the car and just save up for the future, that's it. But yeah, there's plenty of, like I said, there's plenty of stuff planned. And we're going to document whatever we can. So earlier today we had a new video release. It was That is my good friend Justin's layout, or layouts, if you want to call it. If you haven't checked that out, go check that out when this is over or whenever you feel like it. Um, Me, Luke from NEPA NJ Railfan. Justin's got his own channel, UP 1982 Challenger, I think that's what it's called. But he invited us over to his place one day, and he's got his layout. It's not scenic, like, oh my gosh. But it's what me and Luke described it as is nostalgia. Nostalgia from the smell of post-war trains, the old Lionel, smoke units, and his... It's just got a nostalgic feel, like a kid looking into the window at the train display, the window in the local store. That's what it's like. And just, you could smell it. I keep coming back to smell, but Lionel trains had this smell to them. And if you've been around them, you know what I'm talking about. Especially the old ones. And they're old smoke units. They puff out. It's a great set. But yeah, this is Bainbridge. This is, like I said, my old stomping grounds. I've documented train, and what I'm using is the base of the crossing here. But if I turn this around, maybe, I don't know. This is, in my opinion, one of the, if not the best crossings here in town. There's, this in West Main is also pretty good. 206, and you can get a lot of different shots. I don't know if I could zoom in. Oh, I can. Look at that. But right there is West Main 206. Those are the crossings I go to the most. But here at Walnut Ave, this is the spot where I always go. I love this crossing. This is home. I feel like it's another home for me. If there's ever a busy day and I just want peace and quiet, instead of going to my room, I'll just come out here, get my mind right. And I just don't like sitting around all the time. So, and by the way, it got darker not because of the because the sun is right there, and those clouds are completely covering it up. With the clouds, it looks more, I don't know, it looks more like it's 5, 6 o'clock, when in reality it's just a little before 3. But Walnut's one of the better crossings, especially in the afternoon. It's highly recommended. I know my friend Connor, he likes this. And you can do a lot of different shots. Back here on the hill, there's a look behind this house. You can stand up on the hill, get a high shot. Stand along the grass. The grass provides a nice clear shot. If you want, I don't recommend like standing right here when the train comes, but you could do that. In the morning, if you were to cross the tracks right here. This is a shot I like in the morning time if I ever get a northbound, but here you get this you get the sweeping curve. I've had thumbnails right here because it's turned out really good. And it's just home for me because I've been coming here since 2019. And back in the day, my parents used to take me up here for Toys for Tots when I was little and could come up here by myself. This is just home. This is where I come. It's easy to get here. At night, it's not the greatest spot. One, because it's a shady area, folks. Sometimes, but if you ever work here at night, you got a street light. You could use the street light. The best spot is 206 at night. And 206, you got the street lights. You got 206 is a good spot as well. Because 206, you got 206 is a good spot if you, let's just say you get caught up in the rain and you're in the middle of a rainstorm. 206, you got the let's turn around here. You got the former D&H station next to the tracks. Safe. Right behind, if there ever was an issue there, it's also the same place as the Bainbridge Police Department. If anything was to ever happen, you're right there. The fire station's also right there, so in case there's ever an emergency, you cross right there. And it's a beautiful town scenic spot. It's I've been going that spot. I believe my first train there was April of 2020, so back during the pandemic. And the pandemic is when I really started to explore this, explore Bainbridge in general and look at different spots. And before that, I would just come here and sit here all day, but the pandemic made me want to be adventurous, and adventure I did. There's another spot I went down there. I didn't like that. I didn't keep the footage of it just because I didn't like it at all. It's shady and it's kind of trespassing. I wouldn't do that ever again. Shame. I know. Shame on me. I can feel the boos coming through. Boo. Are you saying boo or boo earns? I said boo earns. Comment down below if you know what I'm referencing there. Great show. One of the most famous shows on television, in fact. But yeah, 206 is down there. You also, the next crossing after 206 is Johnson Street. Johnson, hit or miss. And this is what I mean by that. It's not a bad spot. It's just not my to-go spot. And there's a couple reasons for that. At Johnson, you do got the plant. You can see the old spur track that used to be there. It runs right there where the plant used to get boxcars. It's now a jeweler's place. I will warn you, if you ever go there, just stay on the sidewalk. But even that, the people down there in that jeweler's place, and they actually do make jewelry. But if you ever go down there, just watch out, because the jewelers are very protective of what they do. They've had break-ins before. And if they see you standing around, they will question you. I had this one old lady. She yelled at me because, I don't know, she thought I was breaking in, even though I was standing on the public sidewalk. It's a whole thing. But it was so funny. Just old people sometimes, I know. There's old people I really liked it, but she was not with it. I also had this man. This man came up to me the first time I went down there. Right, so the first time I went down there, it was I don't know what I was thinking. It was a 92-degree day. I want to say, it was the middle of, I think, July or maybe the end of June. It was 2020 again. And I was sitting next to the building. I wouldn't sit next to the building anymore now that I know they're very protective of what they do. But it was 92. I had this guy come up to me, and at the time I was only 15, and he goes, "Hey, you got smoke?" Like, excuse me? And he says, "Do you got smoke?" I'm like, "Sir, I'm only 15. And he says to me, "Oh, that should be old enough." I'm like, you just witnessed the darndest things in this hobby. You witness the darndest things when you're not looking for them. And he just walked away. He walked down the tracks. He trespassed. So kids, if you're watching this, don't smoke and don't trespass around property. That's a funny story. There's other stories out there that are not so good. There's a. I would be lying if I said this place had the perfect track record of crime, but and stuff. I won't go into detail on that, but I mean, one night we came down here, someone was playing chicken with the train, and just darted out of the way last minute. The engineer blew his horn. Nuts. So. And then you got Friat down there. Friat is one of the last crossings. It's next to a deli. It's a former maple place that the deli is, and that's a good area. It's not the best spot for northbound, just because of the angle, and you get all this stuff. You get a fence in your way. But it's a really, really good spot for southbounds. Southbounds, you can get a nice, clear shot down the tracks, and it can be a good shot. Sunlight when you get it is not the greatest, but it can be shady. It can be shadow 1 minute, and then 5 minutes later the shadow moves across the tracks. Not really the best spot, but yeah. And then another great crossing in Bainbridge limits. It's about a mile south of Friat. We all call it, the locals around here, and I call it BG Road. It's, I believe, Route 38 is its official title. That's another great spot. There used to be where the original, or not the original, the second intro to this channel was filmed, where I had the 7609 just blow its horn, and I would say DNH 2906 Productions underneath it. But that's a nice spot, especially for southbounds. Northbounds are also pretty good. I would love to get down there more. The only issue is you would have to park on the side of the road, and you take up kind of half the lane. So parking's the only issue with this. And then you got there's one more crossing, and it's south. It's that way. It's south of here. About a mile and a half or so. That's I can't remember the name of it. It's right across from Frog Pond Farms. You'll see it. I'm working on a video right now. You'll see it again. Actually, no. You should see it in Rail Fanning during spring break, part 3, I want to say, of 2024. You'll see it. That crossing is actually going to be the opening clip of 265 passing the crossing. That's a really good spot for north and southbounders. You can pull off, you can park. Coming north is a good shot, and coming south is another good shot. You can also cross the tracks and get a northbounder or a southbounder. The only issue is that this is the only issue with this crossing. Actually, there's two now I think about it. The potholes on that crossing. It's a dirt road for a little bit, so the potholes, got to be very careful. Can't go too fast on that. And it's on the entranceway to Austin Farms. Austin Farms they're very protective. They're not protective like the jewelers I mentioned down here, but they'll ask you what you're doing. I wouldn't recommend going down that road too far, because then I think they would consider you trespassing in their property or something like that. And I think they would get frustrated. Then farther south is Afton. Then if you continue north, there's a crossing I haven't been at. There's a crossing I haven't been at in Bainbridge, and you've lived here for how many years now? Yes, there's one I haven't been at. Damon Hill Road, I trialed that, just went down there and looked. I haven't been down there since. A couple reasons. One, I'm not going to get in. The first reason I'm not going to get into, because it's my own information. But the other one is I had to drive to get down there, and if you were to chase or anything like that, you would have to get going. You can't chase a train northbound on Route 7 from Bainbridge to Wells. I mean, you can, but you're going to be falling behind. You're not going to get ahead of it unless you're speeding, like really speeding, like the cop pull you over. And then you got, it's just traffic light after traffic light, slow zone after slow zone. Sydney's has a speed zone of 40 if you stay on Route 7. And then Unadilla has the worst speed zone with the 20. And that's because the Unadilla School District is right on Route 7. So it's a slow zone through there at 20 miles per hour. Meanwhile, the train through here, he continues at 40 to 45 miles per hour. And he does not have to stop until probably Oneonta. But I can't speak about going north of Wells Bridge. I've not been up there yet. Keyword. That's coming soon. I was thinking about maybe going up there this during spring break, but I never did, so it's a thumbs down on that one. But if you chase a Bainbridge southbound, if you chase a train through Bainbridge southbound, it's very, very doable. Southbounds for Bainbridge are very doable if you chase them, and northbounds, if you start all the way south, are very doable. Speed limit for the most part is 55. It follows the tracks pretty closely. There's little to no slow zones. The slowest zone from Bainbridge to Sanitaria is Afton at a 30, and if you were to chase through Bainbridge, it's 30 through here as well. Say trooper. But it's a slow zone all the way from, yeah, you don't want to speed or else the boys in blue are gonna pull you over like you just saw. But yeah, from here to Sanitary, it sticks with the main line. It's very close. The only place it splits off would be, it splits off to go through tunnel and then comes back. But like I said, it comes back. It's like that. But that's a good chance if you don't want to go to Tunnel Hill to get ahead of the train. For southbounders, I will go to Tunnel because they got to climb the Belden Hill. Hey, Richard.
I'm just walking around. Was it the eclipse today?
Yeah, eclipse is today.
I wonder when that's going to happen.
I think a little after 3, bud. Just don't stare directly at it, I'm told. Got a trespasser down there. He's gone now. He's gone and out of the way. That's somebody I knew that just walked past. Classmate. What can I say? I'm popular in this town. Local celebrity. Probably think I'm the hobo that lives next to the tracks. But yeah, this is where we await. What time is it? The stream has been going for 28 minutes. All right, 2:57. I think this thing is supposed to happen sometime right after 3 o'clock. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, thanks for joining us for the first Trackside Chats. Now, Trackside Chats, where did that name come from? The name? Let's talk about that. So I was on, if any of you know Corey Ward from Arch Trains, he does a Sunday run day, like me, or hopefully like me. Whenever he's got time, he's in the middle of college right now. And Corey and I were talking one night, and I don't know how this got brought up, but one of his live streams, he brought up, who was it, Bush that did the Fireside Chats? I know I'm kind of being hypocritical. I said no politics, but I'll allow it this time. I'm not being this, and what I'm about to say is not political. You don't need to know that. That's why I put the no politic rule. But I don't know. Somehow we got talking about. I think it was Bush's Fireside Chats, and then I've been teasing about doing a live chat or a live stream like this, and we got talking, and then I came up with the name Trackside Chats, and here we are. I'm not sure if Corey's got any more lined up. I think he's back in college. But yeah, whenever he does them, they're pretty fun. We pretty much just talk trains, and he runs his post-war and yeah, post-war trains, NPC, anything he gets his hands on. Basically, it's a good live stream. It's a lot of fun. I always look forward to when he announces them. Maybe, and this is me just testing this live stream out, see if I like it. And if you guys have questions, just drop them down below. Give me a topic to talk about. We have a group chat, and they get annoyed at me when I send you have the option of sending a voice chat, and they get annoyed at me. I always tell them I'm a better talker than texter, and boy, that is true. As I've been talking for near a half hour. In fact, as I'm doing this live stream, I see him talking about the eclipse. I have the messenger going right across here, and I can read what they're saying. But I'm gonna get a couple of cameras out. Get a couple of cameras out, and we're gonna, because I wanna document this. Because since when did you learn the train symbols, and where they come from? Where did you learn the same SD60? Okay, so that's a good question, actually. No, I'm waiting for the solar eclipse, actually.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, and in case the train came, I'm right here waiting.
That's good. This little thing goes so fast.
Fortunately, I don't have any glasses, so I can't view it.
Look at it.
If I do that, my grandmother's gonna get mad. That's a woman you don't want to get mad as my grandmother. But that's a good question, JB Hunt. So I actually learned the train symbols through other people, and if you go to Norfolk, you can just type in Norfolk Southern train symbols. There's a website there that literally has every single Norfolk Southern symbol on a list, and you can see where they go, where their destinations are. Obviously the easiest ones for me were to find Binghamton, New York, and stuff like that. Another way I know what train symbols are, even if it's not a regular scheduled train, get your handy dandy scanner here, and if you get a couple of friends that know the territory, they know the trains, they can tell you operations. And it took me a while to learn all the symbols, but there's 6 you need to know for the DNH, for the Susquehanna division. So 6 regular symbols. Actually, fun fact, this is 6 for sign language. So if I ever do this, this actually means 6. This 3, but 6. So we have 6 trains through here. We have 16R, which is Binghamton, New York to Air, Massachusetts. He'll work Lutz Feed in Oneonta. And he runs the DNH from Binghamton to Mechanicsville, and then Berkshire and Eastern, Pan Southern, whatever you want to call it. They take it from Mechanicsville to AR. And 11R is the southbound from that. That starts in Air, Massachusetts, and goes south to Mechanicsville, and then an NS crew would take it from Mechanicsville to Binghamton. That's a manifest train. Our best way to identify 16 and 11 is 16 and 11. They lack Canadian Pacific and Canadian National cars. And 16R and 11R, they have trash cars, which are those blue containers. They 40-footers from MSC and Maersk and 11R also has these. And another way you can identify them is that they have auto racks at the back all the time. I'm not today. 16 had some. It had. I'm pretty sure I saw a U-Haul van in one of the racks today. But I'm dead serious. I think I saw a U-Haul van because sometimes you can look inside the racks. They're passing you, and you can see them. But yeah, I'm trying. Back to train symbols. 30 and 31T. Now this is an interesting one. 30 and 31. 30 is Oh wait, can I go back to 16R and 11R one quick? The ST60Es are here. Actually, let me ask. That answers the second half of the question. I know the ST60E leaders through here. Which ones are permanent to the DNH because they say the on the side ASCES. They've been here since I think 2020 or 21, somewhere around the 21 actually, fall 2021. But they've been here for that long, and it's they've just been here for a while. So, and they haven't gone. Usually engines they'll move on to another part of the line on a class 1, but these have stayed here for, oh gosh, has it really been 3 years? It's gonna be 4. No, it's gonna be 4 years soon. That's insane. I know you're not. I wish I had the glasses. I wish I knew where the sun was, but I'll get back to 30 and 31. So 30 and 31T. How do you identify those? 30 and 31, they have a lot of cars from Canadian Pacific and Canadian National. So you'll see a lot of CP racks. You'll see it, not racks. In fact, that train has no auto racks. You'll see a lot of CP and Canadian National box cars. Heck, you'll even see some fallen flags like Wisconsin Central, BC Rail, etc. that CP and CN have taken over. The train also carries like these steel blocks and flat cars. Those are interesting to look at. 30 and 31 also have a certain smell. It's got, I don't know if anyone here has ever smelled fresh lumber. Fresh lumber, it's got a good smell. It's a good smell. It's not like the trash on 1611, but they usually tend to have a lot of center beam cars with wood and stuff. And they haven't had it in a while, but back then they used to have like a lot of, let's just say, a lot of Canadian foreign power. And 30 northbound train, it's very rare to see 31 in the daylight on this territory. He's usually here right around 10:30. Very rarely will he ever be here in the daylight. And 30 and 31, they don't have SD60E leaders. They have conventional power. And that's pretty much how you identify them. I'm actually gonna... Oh, I got 28 minutes. And then we have our two intermodal trains, the 265 and the 264. Pretty self-explanatory in how you can identify them. They do have SD60 leaders because they have to go on the Pan Am and Berkshire. And hang on. 265 is the southbound. And don't get confused with southbound and westbound. Because really it's east and west, but it's a north-south railroad, and that's how the DNH had it too. It's a north-south railroad, so it's northbound, southbound. But oh my gosh, can I just pause for a second? It just got really cold out here all of a sudden because the sun is going bye-bye. It's disappearing. It's better. But we're gonna stick it out here. Like I'm gonna move this camera. We're moving, guys. Oh, bother. Tripod just, yeah, get in there. It's an old tripod. This is crazy. Like, I've been, like I said, coming here since 2019. It's almost 6 years now. And I've lived here all my life, so. And now we get an eclipse. It's unfortunate I'm out here by myself, but sister's not interested. Dad works third shift, so he's sleeping. And it's getting darker by the minute. Hey, Fairport. I can't look directly in it. I can see it's getting darker. I'm not sure. Are you watching it back at your place? I'm trying to get this tripod set up because I'm gonna document. I want to film it actually happening. Oh my gosh. Oh, you guys are dark? Okay. Well, I guess I better turn the camera on. Yeah, I'm putting my camera in. And we are going to watch as it gets dark, and that's when I'll end the stream. But welcome to Trackside Chats number 1. I have another camera. I'm gonna go set that up real quick. This is never. Like, this is weird. Again, I've been here for years, and I've seen like I've talked about earlier, the darndest of things, but this is. Yeah. I know what. You know what? I know what I want to do. Yes, I got a couple of cameras. I only got 10 minutes, so hopefully. Yeah, I got a couple cameras up here. You gotta be careful. Hopefully. And that doesn't stop Amazon. It doesn't matter if there's an eclipse, Amazon is still delivering. Live stream, later video. Yeah, I'm gonna put this up. Like the actual eclipse part, just do a time lapse. But this is truly incredible. Is what this. Ooh. Buddy, say hi. Even though it's gonna be a non-train related video, I'm still gonna put it up because it's too cool. I'm like looking at myself double through the camera. It's a recording on a recording. Nerdy. Any trains, just 16R a couple hours ago. Little afternoon. Caught that in Unadilla. That video should be out in a couple weeks because it's getting darker. I got because of spring break, I had a lot of time. I'm gonna put this down. So I'm not shaking the camera. Because I know people, they get motion sickness. I'm writing notes here, 11R and 16R. Yes, no Canadian cars. Very rarely it's not out of the realm of possibilities they'll have CP and CN, but mostly you'll know CP and you know it's 30T when there's like a good line of CP and CN. And I didn't mention this, but 30 and 31, 30T is Montreal, Quebec, Canada to Binghamton, and 31 is Binghamton to Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Three railroads operate that train: Norfolk Southern, Canadian Pacific, and Canadian National. It's getting darker. If you really want to see farther north, like on the CP parts, go check out North Country Trains. My buddy Harrison, he does a fantastic job in filming and documenting the CPKC part of the trips. Yeah, 30 and 31 do not have any trash. 16 and 11, they do have center beams, but I feel, in my opinion, not as much. Like today, there were center beams on today's 16R. But a lot of fresh Canadian products, you can smell. 30 and 31, they got that smell to them. Mosquitoes are getting bad. Oh my gosh, I can see. I'm not supposed to be looking at it, but the cloud actually provides a cover. I can actually look right into it. Oh man, we're almost full here. Wow. Look at this place. I mean, it is cloudy, but it's still getting dark. And I can see a shadow. I can see the shadow of the tripod, because that's what it's. The stream is leaning up against. It's leaning against the tripod. I wonder if it gets darker from here or what the deal is. Oh, look at that. I don't know, you guys can't see it, but the street lights. Hang on. Maybe if I turn this around. If I turn this around, maybe. Just thinking about it. The street lights, right there, turned on because it got dark enough to where they automatically turn on. It's crazy. It's not dark enough to where you want to turn headlights on, I want to say, if you were driving out here. Yeah, that's the nice thing about cloud cover, is I can actually look up and I got no problem. But it's definitely getting darker out here. I can't read from here. I don't got my glasses on. I just walked up. It's a nice day to not walk up. I'll drive up here if it's like raining or it's just really New York State coldness comes and it just freezes out here. But other than that, I also drive up when I had Carter too, just to make things simpler. Like if you walk if it's not cold, like today's perfect. The clouds got that completely covered up now. I can't even see the sun anymore. I can look up. And if my grandmother ever watches this, which is possible, I'm not looking directly in the sun. The clouds are blocking the sun. Yep, this kid's still, yeah. Hang on a second, I don't mean to be a creep. But this is too cute and too funny. Yeah. Kids and, well, look at that, waiting out there in their backyard. That's a good way to enjoy it. As a kid, just get the energy out. And as parents, watch the kids and watch the eclipse. Good idea. We're approaching the 50-minute mark of this stream, and it's getting dark out here. They said 90% is what it should be at. street lights over there for a parking lot, I think. I'm not sure they stay on all the time or they're coming on because it got dark. I don't know what the deal is with that. I think they come on during the dark. But if it were to get dark enough, the actual lights would come on, the street lights. She's getting darker here. Again, I wish I had a pair of those glasses. I guess they were cheap. Get some next time I'll think of that. $50. I used to remember like summer 22. If you guys have been a fan of this channel for that long. Oops, killed a mosquito. Mosquitoes got really bad all of a sudden. It's getting, I don't know if it's like getting muggier or what the deal is. But wait, what was I? What was I talking about? I can't remember. Stupid mosquito distracted me. You know, if a train were to come right now, that would be amazing. Let's see, did that other camera survive? I doubt it. Told me it was getting low in storage. I guess it looks like, you know what it actually looks like right now? It looks like it's gonna rain. It's the best way to... Oh yeah, she ain't lasting much longer. I'm just gonna take this because I'm just gonna film it like from this camera, but she's not doing so hot. I'll take a couple photos, but it honestly looks like the only time I've seen it get this dark during the daytime is when it's usually about to rain. Alright, oh, we got another question. Yeah, keep them coming. Does 46 and 47A always have at least the NS engine, or are they all BNSF ones? So far, with every single 46 and 47, there's at least been 1 or 2 Norfolk Southern locomotives, and funny enough, a WFRX unit. Now twice on these, 2 of them on these trains, which is funny because they are former BNSF engines, so it only makes sense for them to be on those trains. But they just so happen to make their way on it. But yeah, most of the time it's BNSF. The DPUs that get cut off in AR, the last 2 times they've been put on 11R and have gone on 11R and led that south. Yeah. The DPUs are only for 46A. Just that's because how BNSF sets them up, and it makes it easier to get over Belton. When I say Belton Hill, which is very steep. Oh, I can see it again. Again, that's nice about the cloud cover. You can see it. It's odd. It's sunny, but it's not. It's completely dark. Good. Let's turn around here. See what I mean by the sun's like blocked out? Can't really see it. That's where it is. Somewhere right around in that area. But no trains yet. Might get 30T later on today. We'll see. I can tell you when I got a quick little look at it, it was covered up. We're not completely dark yet, but holy crap, we are getting now. And now it looks like 7 o'clock. By the way, whenever I do release this, if I do release this, it'll be sped up. You guys do not have to sit through this entire thing. It'll be sped up. It'll be edited. That doesn't stop this person, whoever this is. A nice basketball game. That's what a lot of the guys do around here. They go and play a basketball game whenever they got the day off. There's a little basketball court down at the town pool just down the road from here. And that's, I guess, the outcasts just sit at the railroad tracks all day. It's been a fun stream so far. It's just been... You know, this is the exact opposite of the new, I think it's, 1852? It's that new CSX Heritage Unit. The Western Maryland. And I really have to agree with the people. It looks like the Texas flag, and I won't unsee that. You guys can jokingly say MKT, but we actually got it. Oh, look, it looks like the Texas flag now. I mean, that... I'm not sure where the MKT joke came from online. I guess somebody... I don't know where that came from. It's funny, though. Like, someone did a really good Photoshop of one the other day. Like saying, oh, wow, yeah, we're even more covered up now. But, hey, now we actually do have an engine that looks like the Texas flag. The clouds are nice. I haven't looked at... Kitty cat. Kitty cat. Kitty cat. You'll find those a lot through here. Hey, get back here. Become YouTube famous. There's so many cats that run around here. There's this one orange baby kitten that runs around here. I haven't seen that one in a while. Sweet cat, I will say. They'll just come up and rub him. Hi. So he'll come up, rub against your leg. Cat. Ooh, I think it just got brighter. I think this thing is maybe almost over. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, might not hear my voice down here. Yeah, these kids are still playing around in the grass over here. I mean, that's a good way to spend the time. Dream home, honestly, if I had to choose all the houses in Bainbridge, I wish I could live on this stretch. From here down to 206, one of these houses. Probably won't happen. And that's we're talking years down the road. It's honestly starting to get brighter. This thing might be over. Again, I'm no scientist, so I don't... If this is hopefully we can actually meet... Let's have the train shake your house day and night. Remember that earthquake on Friday, JB? The earthquake... I don't know whether I felt it or not. I mean, my house shakes regardless if like a big semi is coming by or the train shakes the house. So maybe I felt it, but maybe just brushed it off. thinking it was a train or a truck, because that does happen. So hopefully we can actually meet each other. Yeah, you'll have to let me know if you ever come here or not. You will have to let me know. If this is very anticlimactic, because I thought it was going to get really, really dark. And it's still kind of light out. Ah, dear Evan. Hang on, guys. Sorry. I got it. Sorry about that. We lost you there. I looked at a message and I accidentally kind of hit on it. We're still going though. It's not. It's covered. I'm not sure how covered it is. And hopefully future chats like this are much more exciting than what we have here. Oop. Yeah, I'm not sure how often I'll do these. This is just for crabs and giggles, watching the eclipse. And like I said, my family members are busy. One's working, one's sleeping, one just does not care. And does not like trains, so just does not care for trains. I don't know whether... Oh, wait. Oh, here it comes. Here comes the light. Well, I guess that was anticlimactic, because I can't really look at it. By the way, how much do you guys think... How much do you guys think they... You know, those companies that make the glasses for the eclipse, how much money do you think they made? Probably made thousands by selling those glasses. Thousands, if not hundreds of thousands. It's starting to get brighter out here again, so... It's getting brighter. I don't know if you guys can pick that up on the camera or not. It's definitely getting brighter out here. Didn't mean to zoom like that. I'm not sure when this thing is they said this thing's officially supposed to end. Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. I can kind of see it. I'm not staring at it. But it's passing over right now. It's kind of cool. But if I didn't know there was an eclipse today, I wouldn't know. This place where I guess they've gotten completely dark. This one was not. And this only happens ever so often. Fortunately, no trains. I haven't looked at my messenger or any messages or Facebook in a while. In fact, I'm looking right now. It's pretty cool. I don't think their focus is not really, I guess. Their focus is, on the eclipse. I would just take this camera that I'm recording with and just boom, up in the sky. But apparently, well, that is bad for your lenses. It's just like looking at it with your eyes. I was told could damage your lenses, and I watched the video, and apparently it can. And these mosquitoes are not getting any better. Little devils. This stream's been going on for 1 hour and 8 minutes. That's how long I've been running my mouth. But we got a full lineup for you this coming week. Wednesday, Warp Bonnets on the D&H Part 2. But it is Rail Fanning During Spring Break Part 1. If that is confusing, yeah, I know. That's the second time I've caught a Warp Bonnet on the D&H within a year, and it's the first part of Rail Fanning During Spring Break Part 1. The start of my vacation. And it's been a good vacation. I think the got a couple friends here. Classmates. Oh, sorry, the stupid thing didn't turn around. But yeah, we got, I think the most exciting train I caught all week was the Warp Bonnet. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Every time I try to get like a small little look at it, it's gone. But yeah, we got Warp Bonnets in the D&H, but yeah, that's a good video. I think it might be the longest one so far. Rail Fanning During Spring Break. Again, don't know. May not be. May. Out of maze. Yeah, this stream has been going for 1 hour and 7. I think it would go that. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's definitely getting brighter out here. It's, you wouldn't know if there was I would just think it is cloudy, but I would just think it's a normal cloudy day. And there's apparently a lot of people over there. Yep. Sat through snowstorms. I've even sat through a hailstorm here. Sat through many different trains, Toys for Tots. Sat through just about most things of what you can think of. Sat in here with friends. Sat in here with people that are not so friends. A lot of memories go with this place. Oh yeah, look at it. It's coming out. Well, look at that. And we're back. I can't look at the sun anymore. It's too bright now. I think it's over. But that was cool. A little anticlimactic. It's not as dark. It didn't get as dark as I thought it was. That was still fun. It was still fun to talk with you guys, to answer some of your questions. But I'll finish out by saying this week's schedule. I think we're going to call good. So like I said, first of all, today we had Justin Lehner's O and HO scale layout video. If you haven't checked that out, please do. It will help not only me, but it will help out Luke from Minepa NJ, and it will help Justin out tremendously. Just get their names, get the word out there. Cool layout, cool trains. What's not to like about it? And then, like I said, Wednesday, we have Warp Bonnets on the D&H and Rail Fanning During Spring Break Part 1. And then Friday, we have Rail Fanning During Spring Break Part 2. And we're going to look at a meet, and we're going to chase a little bit. And then I think it's... maybe it's not Friday. I think maybe I scheduled... Actually, you know what? I did schedule it for Saturday. I'm sorry. Don't scratch the Friday part. It's Saturday. And then after that, we have meets and chases. That's Real Fan during spring break, part 3. And then part 4 is next. Oh gosh, I can't remember. I'd have to look at it. But you can expect Real Fan during spring break for next maybe 5 to 6 videos that come out. I will also be attending the Green Train Show. If you make your way out there, please say hi. And like you did here, ask me questions. Yep, it's over. She's done. And yeah, enjoy. We'll get grain trains and just different spots. We're going to document the DNH. We're going to document some operations. And we're going to do it with friends. It should be fun. But yeah, I think the full schedule should be. We'll visit towns such as Sanitaria, Belton Hill. We did not make it the tunnel in this break. What else we got? We made the Harpersville Trestle. We made the Afton, Bainbridge. We did not get Sydney. We got Unadilla. We got Wellsbridge. And the nice thing about all these spots is that there's different camera angles. There's different things you can do. And we're going to get a lot of different shots, a lot of different trains. We're going to have different conversations. A few different paint schemes, different engines, etc. So, and like I said, like those surprises I talked about at the start of the show here, those are eventually going to come soon. I think this should be a fun year. I hope it's a fun year. I think you guys will like what's coming. But I think this will do it for the first ever Trackside Chats #1. I know, kind of awkward on a Monday afternoon. I know some people, they're working. So hopefully maybe next time we do this, it'll be like a Saturday or a Sunday on the weekend where everyone can join, have fun. I know it's a little... and some people are actually in school around the country and around the world, at work, doing whatever they need to do to make a living. So maybe we'll try this again on a weekend. And maybe it does not have to be the actual tracks too. It can be the model trains we're all like here. I mean, those are train tracks, right? They're the model train tracks. A lot smaller, the 187th stuff. But yeah, I think that is pretty much going to do it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining. And like, share, and subscribe if you like what I'm doing here and come along for the ride. Until then, God bless. We'll see you on the bend. Thanks for watching. Now I got to figure out how to turn this thing off. It's the first one. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yes, I do. Okay, bye guys.